What's going on, Nerd Army guys? Thank you for tuning in. This is Nerd Logic Podcast episode number 11. And I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend. I am joined by Eric from WarOfTheGames.
What's up? What's up, guys? What's going on? It's me right here, WarOfTheGames. Joining the podcast. We're going to talk about some interesting topics today, right?
Yeah, well, tell us about your channel a little bit, Eric. What can people
Well, my channel, we do reactions. I do parody videos where I swap people's faces, with the reactor community, we do skits, we do gaming, and we got a lot more stuff coming. We got second channel coming with, we're going to do short film stuff like that. So, yeah, keep tuned.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely, guys. Everyone go check out Eric's channel. I will have all the information in the description down below. Make sure you go down there and check out his channel. So, as always, guys, I'm going to let you know what we're going to be talking about, and you can go down in the description as well and see the timestamps of when each subject starts. So, if you don't want to hear about something, go ahead and go to the next one. Just read
the description.
Just go down there. It'll tell you, I don't want to hear about Star Wars. Let's go somewhere else. But if you guys didn't know, the Star Wars Force Awakens trailer did come out, so we are going to discuss that. That will be our first topic we're going to talk about this evening, and we're going to follow it up with the Hulk has been confirmed as being part of Thor Ragnarok. So, yeah, like I said, guys, if you don't want to listen to either one of these, skip them in the description. So here we go. So, Eric, you saw the Force Awakens trailer already, correct?
Yes, I did. I have a reaction up on that. That shit gave me chills.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. It gave me chills. Kylo Ren, scary as fuck.
I mean, my favorite part was probably the whole, more in depth, because we'd seen the Vader helmet already.
Yeah.
We had seen Kylo Ren's face a little bit. But the full scene of seeing how that Vader helmet was and how he's talking to the helmet, when I saw that shit, I'm like, oh, God.
Same thing here, bro. The chills was real in that part. Then my second favorite part was, the part where Kylo Ren was versus Finn, if I believe that's his name correctly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That shit was... Finn looked scared as shit. He looked like he about to get his ass whooped, as Tyrone Magnus would say.
Because we had seen the lightsaber on the dark side come out, and the lightsaber on the light side come out, but we had never seen the scene with them together.
Yeah. I can't explain how epic this trailer was. Words cannot explain this. This movie is gonna frickin'...
It's gonna be amazing. It really is.
It is. It is gonna be amazing. Everybody's gonna be talking about Star Wars after this if they haven't seen it.
Alright, so, the whole synopsis and everyone's theories behind Finn, is that Finn, obviously we've seen him in Stormtrooper gear, and we've seen him in Rebel gear.
Yeah.
So the whole theory that a lot of people have, and I'm not sure if it's been confirmed myself, but Finn may have started out on the side of the Empire as a Stormtrooper, but lost in a battle. I think that was his TIE fighter getting shot down in the desert. That's really what I think happened.
Really, that would make sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking happened. It was his TIE fighter going down because it was going towards a desert planet.
Yeah. And then from the first trailer leading up to this trailer,
so I think
it makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's the way they're going. Now, do you think it's true that he went from dark to light? Or, I mean, obviously, we think at the end we saw John Boyega as Finn standing with the blue lightsaber, so we all know. I mean, usually blue's a good Jedi.
Yeah, I think he went from dark to light. I think he's trying to not let his past, trying to, how the story goes.
Yeah, trying to make up for what he did.
Yeah. Then he's gonna be like, oh, his past is haunting him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In the movie, so.
I mean, I'm really into it. And there's some stupid crap I just read on the internet before we started this podcast that I'm gonna bring up in this. That some douchebag, racist piece of shit, committed suicide because he found out the lead character in Star Wars is a black guy.
Really?
Yeah. I just saw that on the news on Facebook, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
I mean, suicide is nothing serious, but really, you're gonna do it.
Come on, it's Star Wars. I know there's some epic fans, but Jesus,
Yeah.
are you kidding me?
I mean, I can understand if what's that dude name? Christian Haydenson or whatever his name is.
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, him. If he was the lead in this movie, I could understand that point that you would that you do suicide.
You're just like, God, I can't do it anymore. Putting a gun to your head. Holy shit! Another movie with Hayden Christensen. Fuck me. Boom.
That would make sense, but really, that's kind of
I saw that and I was like, holy crap! Are you kidding me right now? I
was like, really, like that makes zero sense to me. You know?
I was whatever, dude. That's one less idiot in the fucking world.
For real, it's a service to this country.
Oh my god. Okay, so we did get some really, really cool art that we got out. You got the new movie poster that was released. Poster, and there was some really cool things in that movie poster, and there was something that was missing. Luke! In the goddamn trailer and in the goddamn poster, Luke is not there. And they've actually, Disney and everyone said that they are going to hold Luke back and not release him in any of the previews and promo stuff, and they're going to make it be a full-on surprise about him.
They're going to have a lot of surprises in this.
I can't wait, man. I am... Okay,
I can already predict this. People are going to be crying when they go see this because you already know they're going to kill off one of the main characters.
Okay. All right.
Some of them.
Think back, Eric, to when the first time you ever saw Empire. So, first time you ever saw episode 5, what did you feel like when you found out, when Vader gave that epic line? Luke, I am your father. Like,
dude, I was like, holy shit, like, that...
It was a game changer, right?
It was.
Oh, okay. Now,
that was a twist.
Do you think we're gonna have game changers like that in this movie?
I think so.
You do?
I mean, I don't know what it's gonna be, but I think it's gonna be in there.
There's got to be something epic.
It's gonna be something epic. Like I was reading the same way like how you was browsing through Facebook and reading stuff. I was reading, they said like Kylo Ren could be Luke Skywalker. I was like, I don't know, but
oh man, I don't know.
I don't know.
I hope they do it well. I really do, and I mean, I have faith. J.J. Abrams is a
me
beast.
too. Like it looks freaking great. Like in my reaction, I said it looks magical because I could see that he used a lot of practical effects and like the people be like, use all practical effects and don't use CG, but he blended it so perfectly. Like it's like he used it correctly and it looks magical, like how the first movies look.
It gives you that nostalgia kick.
Yeah. He didn't like overuse CGI or and limit itself.
And that's one thing that I think is going to make this movie stand above all the rest.
Yeah.
I mean, not just other Star Wars movies. I think this has potential to be the greatest Star Wars movie we've ever had.
It does. Yeah.
It also could be the epically long freaking gap in between the last ones. Because George Lucas ran him into the fucking floor. But, I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean, I know some people love the or what do you want to call them? The fucking prequels.
Prequels, as we was talking about, like, before I told you, like, I was born in 95. Yeah. That was the first time I got introduced to Star Wars. I was like, why does everybody love this? This is like a shitty-ass movie. Then I actually went back and watched the original Star Wars.
Yeah. And, I mean, we talked about it a little bit before we started the podcast about that. But, no, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, my generation, I was born in the mid-'80s, so I grew up around Star Wars. I got that shit, like, my whole life.
Yeah.
My parents liked it, and I liked it, and so everyone watched it. And that's the thing. That's my Star Wars. Just like your generation or even the newer generation, like my kids growing up. These three are going to be their Star Wars. And I mean, you could think about it the same way. Like my Batman is Michael Keaton. Okay, that's my Batman because it was '88. That's my shit. That was
I would say this. That is my Batman too.
okay. Well, see, this doesn't cover everybody, but a lot of people like your generation, your Batman
like
would be Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian Bale.
My kids' generation, it's going to be Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
So I mean, and that's just the thing. That's the characters you grow up around and really become some of your favorites. Sometimes Eric is the rare situation. So, I mean, Eric, his favorite is before his time, but that's okay. That's okay.
It's okay. Everybody can like what they like.
Yeah, everyone can like what they like, but I'm just saying generally that's how it is. And
that's so true.
Like, have you ever seen the movie Neighbors?
Yeah.
With Zac Efron and where he's like, this is my Batman. This is my Batman. I'm like,
they were campaigning Batman voices.
Oh my god, it was so great.
Yo.
But I mean, that's the exact same argument. I mean, I grew up with this one. So the same thing goes for Star Wars. I mean, I grew up with Empire and Return, and A New Hope, and then the prequels came out. Now
my generation grew up with that. So
I went into this. I'm not gonna lie. When the prequels were coming out, I went into it with high hopes. I was excited for it. I thought it was gonna be cool as hell. I'm like, fuck yeah, we finally get some more Star Wars. I want to see some more Jedis. That's all I cared about.
And then
Jar Jar Binks made me want to slap myself before I left the fucking theater.
Jar Jar Binks and the CGI Yoda, that shit looks so terrible.
Yes, I mean, and now there were very good qualities in the first 3 movies.
Yeah.
Now, very, very good qualities in the prequels. So if you think about it this way, I mean, Darth Maul, it was an epic plus.
Yeah.
Darth Maul was an amazing character. And I hope he comes back in these movies.
That would be so cool if he does.
Oh, God. And, I mean, and then besides that, Darth Maul, I mean, we had Liam Neeson as freaking Qui-Gon Jinn. Now, it was so awesome to see Obi-Wan's master, the one who taught him the ways of the Force. But for it to be portrayed by Liam
Neeson.
And
that was
at first when I heard the casting, I'm like, I can't see that. And then he fucking killed it, and I loved it.
This dude, he kills everything. Freaking that dude. Freaking Ra's al Ghul.
I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, he played the character spot on. It was amazingly done.
Definitely, 100% agree with you on that one.
Yeah, and so that there are like that in that movie. That was a redeeming quality to me. Now, Episode 2, we'll just say that. I don't even remember the names because I don't watch them.
Let's give them all the names.
Yeah, Episode 2, we get a really good deep dive into Obi-Wan, which I loved. I mean,
that was one of the redeeming qualities of that one.
Yeah, I mean, Ewan McGregor was awesome. Once we got to the second movie and we had Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen, I couldn't do it anymore. I'm like, dude, I hate this fucking guy. Like, you could have put Justin Bieber in this role at 10 years old and he would have done better.
But he was still the most sand and shit.
Yeah. Man, I just wasn't a fan. I'm not a fan of Hayden Christensen. There's nothing wrong with the guy. Yeah. He's done movies I like Awake was a good movie that he did. That shit was crazy, and I liked him in that. Now, I'm going to get fucking smashed in the freaking comments for this, but I liked him in Jumper also.
Yeah, I think he was alright in Jumper.
Yeah, I didn't think he did a bad job.
For what it was.
Yeah, Jumper wasn't a great success, but still, I mean, it was kind of cool.
It was entertaining enough, nice movies to watch with your buddies.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
If you had a few drinks, you might enjoy it.
Yeah. I will say this, that movie's like an Oscar movie compared to Wolverine Origins. I would rather watch that movie any day.
I have an unopened Wolverine Origins because I saw it most of the way in the theater.
Yeah.
And I walked out.
I still get nightmares about that movie.
I mean, I've seen it all the way through since then, but I'm just like, this fucking movie sucks. So when I bought it, I never opened it.
Yeah.
I've watched it on TV a couple times, and I watched it online one time, and I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
But I mean, Yeah, I mean, okay, now back to Star Wars. We got
Star Wars.
some really cool things in this trailer. Now, it has been rumored, I don't think it's been confirmed yet, but one of the characters is supposed to be killed off, one of the main characters. And I'm thinking it's supposed to be one of the original characters.
I'm thinking that too. Think it's gonna be Luke or Han?
I'm guessing it's going to be Han.
I'm guessing so because they're gonna like make a standalone movie about him.
Well, I don't know. They might do a young Han.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like a prequel or something.
They might.
So
if they
kill him off, that would be like kind of perfect fitting to yeah.
And who's to say he won't show up in that movie? He won't have a cameo part.
Freaking Harrison Ford.
You never know. I mean, you really never know. I mean, but
you never know. You never know what could happen. You know.
Yeah, I mean, and the reason I think it's Han is because Luke has already been confirmed for Episode 8, so I know he's not dying this episode. I mean, it could be Leia, but I don't see why.
I think it could happen because, like, what I noticed in the trailer is, like, did you see like Kylo Ren talking to like Vader's mask, like if it was alive or some type of shit?
Yeah. He was saying like you tried, like he's.
Yeah, he was like having an actual conversation, like I'm having a conversation with you right now. Yeah. I'm like, is Vader still alive?
Maybe Vader's essence is trapped in there. So I don't know, some crazy. Maybe. Kylo Ren's gonna be his little host and let him take over his body.
Maybe.
That'd be dope.
Like there's a lot of speculating, man. The hype is real. The hype is real about this.
The hype is real. It definitely is. I mean, they're like that. Okay, so Kylo Ren, what do you think of the lightsaber with the hilt?
I think it's badass. I like it.
Man, I would be scared I'd burn my goddamn wrist off when I'm trying to
if I was using that shit, I'd be like, oh, you swing that shit, you'd be scared like you slice your stomach open or some type of shit.
When you've got like a regular metal hilt, it might hit you in the wrist or something, but you're like, you're good.
Yeah.
But you got the laser one that can slice your damn head off.
Practically, to me, it makes the sense of this look so cool.
Yeah, I think it looks badass, but damn. I was like, when I saw it, I'm like, holy shit, what the hell? When I first saw it,
I'm like, what is he gonna do with this tool?
Like, someone, I mean, I understand if someone slices a lightsaber down towards your wrist, if they have it and they go, and drag it towards your wrist, they ain't gonna hit you now.
But then it could like also be like a double-edged sword, like to like cut your own hand off or some type of shit.
Be able, like reaching for it and spin it around and lose your hand. Your hand just flies away.
Yeah, your hand is gone.
And then you get one of those fucking no, with those long.
Yeah, you get one of those moments.
Yeah, you get a Luke moment, looking like you're gonna shit yourself high above the opening. But I mean, now. I know there was some different things that kind of were pointed out in this trailer that were pretty cool. We already said, we didn't see Mark Hamill, so there's no Luke.
Yeah, we didn't see him.
The poster did show a picture of the Star Slayer or the new
something like that.
Yeah, I think it's the Star Slayer, or Star Killer Base is what it's called. So, like the new Death Star.
Yeah.
But looking at the poster myself, I really kind of think it looks more like they landed on the moon, carved out a chunk, and put a gun station inside of it.
I agree. Definitely.
Like, it doesn't look like a ship.
No, it doesn't. It looks like, when you watch those movies where they always land on the moon, it looks like that.
Yeah, for real. I saw it, I was like, I mean, it looked awesome, don't get me wrong. I'm not
it looks visually awesome. It looks freaking, watching that like on an IMAX screen, it will look good.
Now a lot of people are saying, what's the other girl's name? Ren?
Ray? I think it's Ray.
Oh, Ray, yeah.
Yeah, Ray or Ren or something like that.
Man, why can't you come up with
names.
some interesting fucking names? We had Luke and Leia and Han. None of these are the same fucking names. Ray, Finn.
No, we got Finn, Ray, and Poe.
Yeah, and Poe, and I'm like, dude.
What the hell, a Kung Fu Panda wasn't this?
I am just so confused. Like, when the fuck did we start with the most simple names in the damn world? Whatever happened to George and fucking Eric? regular human names.
Regular human names. Names you could like. Imagine if you was watching a Star Wars movie and you heard some of the main character's name is Andrew. You would be
I'll be
like,
like, fuck yeah, his name's Andrew. That's a bad motherfucker right there.
you'd be like, that's me for life.
And then he like kills his mom. He's still fucking cool because his name's Andrew. All right.
So fucking cool. I'm still him. I'm gonna be him at Comic Con until I'm like 80 years old.
Don't trip. Don't even gotta change my name.
But speaking of Poe, like, did you see like when Kylo Ren was like that scene where he was like, was Poe like given into the dark side or something? You know what scene I'm talking about?
Yeah,
in the
the
trailer,
one where
right?
he's like controlling.
Yeah, yeah.
I think. I mean, from what I've understand, I'm trying not to learn too much about these characters before I see it.
Because you're trying to like be everything be a surprise.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin.
You're going fresh. Yeah.
Like I know a little bit about each character, and I have heard a couple rumors.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they've ever been confirmed. But I think what they're saying is that Kylo Ren is not a Force user. He's just a badass with a fucking lightsaber.
Oh shit!
So I don't know if that's true. I know I saw one video about it that somebody did, but I mean, if he is he any less dangerous?
We'll have to see when the movie comes out, man. The hype is true. December needs to come quick.
Already, yeah.
Already.
I mean, it makes me think of a couple different things, like just the way that they're doing it. If he is a badass with the lightsaber, is it gonna change the fact that we should still be fucking scared of him? I mean, maybe John Boyega is a Force user and we just haven't got to see it yet, or I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard personally anything about that. But if anyone else that's listening has heard anything, let us know down in the comments below.
Yeah, please tell us.
Yeah, I want to know.
and they said this is the final trailer too, so we ain't getting shit.
Until December 18th.
Unless they probably release. Are they even gonna release TV spots for this movie?
I don't know. I know there's still the same TV spots. I don't know if we're gonna get any new ones. Even
if they do, it's you're still not gonna get the whole. They're not gonna release the big any spoilers or anything if they release TV spots. They've been pretty good with Disney. Been pretty good with TV spots.
Yeah, and J.J. Abrams. Okay, one thing I have to say about this movie, you can tell that J.J. Abrams directed it.
You can tell.
You get the very perfect still cam shots. There's no shaky cam, no motion cam. And that's what he's known for. That's in every movie.
You see some unique camera shots, like when with the ships and all of that.
Yeah, like when John Boyega and Poe Dameron are walking towards each other, and they spin around, they're looking at each other the other direction, and it's right in front of the black X-wing on the floor. I'm like,
he really captures the scope and
yes, but keeps the nostalgia. I mean.
Definitely, he definitely keeps it there. You feel like you're in the same universe as the first the trilogy. And that's what we needed, I think, in a good director. We needed someone that enjoyed this as a child himself and really wanted to put his heart and soul into it. I'm glad that he chose to use film. I'm glad that he blended practical and CG. Yeah. Because you could tell that this brings back that feel of those movies, and that's a good thing for this movie. Now, I think if they would have done, I know, for Jurassic World, they kind of did that, but they still went heavy CG. But CG is not what it. CG is way better than what it was when the first one came out. Yeah, definitely. But that was more CG versus smaller amount of practical effects. Yeah. Do you think that if we went heavy CG in this movie, it'd be bad? No, not necessarily. I don't think it would be bad. Yeah, I mean, it's just, the nostalgia feel definitely is light CG, more realistic effects, really that nice, smooth camera feel, stuff like that. He knows, CGI and practical effects, they're both tools, right? So, and he combined them properly. He used them equal amounts. Yeah. It's like if you're making juice and you put too much sugar, you gotta know your balance. Yeah. I mean, I agree there too, but personally, I think J.J. Abrams is one of the greatest directors out there right now. Yeah, definitely 100% agree with you on that one.
I mean, he
I will
killed it
say
in
this.
Star Trek.
I am glad from this trailer that I don't see a freaking lens flare like every couple of seconds. That's
Oh
the
my
only
God.
thing. That's the only thing I didn't like about him
Yeah.
as a director. Like I don't mind, lens flare here and there, but like in
Every starting of every
Yeah.
shot,
yeah,
you see a fat lens flare across the right side.
yeah, like blocking the dude's face.
Yeah. Yeah, I never liked that shit either. But
Like you see the lightsaber come up, you see a big ass lens flare.
yeah, you're just like, hold on, who the fuck has that lightsaber? I can't see his face.
That's what I'm glad that he didn't use. I believe there's gonna be lens flare in there, but not that much.
I mean, for this kind of movie and all the motion and action,
Yeah.
there's got to be some here and there.
And I think he's like the perfect guy for this movie.
I personally wish he just stayed on and did them all.
Who heard about episode 8? What's his some dude? I'm like,
I really don't remember.
And then dude from Jurassic World got episode 9, Colin Trevorrow, whatever his name is.
You know who needs episode 8? Matthew Vaughn.
I would watch anything that guy puts out, bro. I've watched like a lot of his movies are fun and they're so freaking good. Like from Layer Cake to Kingsman to X-Men First Class.
Yeah.
If he did a Star Wars movie, especially imagine if he did a Han Solo movie. Imagine if he did that, bro.
Young gunning Han Solo being a badass.
Yeah, I think he would be perfect for that movie.
Oh,
but if Matthew Vaughn was to do episode 8 right now, especially because Simon Kingsberg is involved with this movie too, right?
Yeah.
If they did that, that would be perfect.
Oh man, that would be pretty epic.
Episode 9, like I'm kind of worried about it because Jurassic World was good, but it wasn't like the best.
Didn't compare to the other Jurassic World.
Yeah, like we watch a Star Wars show and we talk about how it feels magical, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel magical like the first Jurassic World.
It was a horror slasher flick. That's really what Jurassic World was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad movie.
It was more like a monster flick because they felt more like the first Jurassic World. Like they actually named the T-Rex like Rexy. Steven Spielberg changed the ending because he felt like the T-Rex was like the hero of the movie. She's an actual character.
Oh god.
And this one is just like she's gonna fight the Indominus Rex. Like I'm afraid like you see the nostalgia that J.J. Abrams captured in this Star Wars. You're not gonna get that in episode 9, and that's like gonna be like the third movie in the franchise. That's gonna like end it all, right?
Well, that's the thing. They're doing a movie for the trilogy every year, and then they're also doing a second movie every year, a spin-off movie.
How much of those they got planned? Because I know Garrett Edwards got his movie Star Wars Rogue One, right?
Yeah, Rogue One's gonna be one. It's gonna be him. It's gonna be it'll be Poe Dameron, fucking Oscar Isaacs.
I love that dude, man. He's an amazing actor.
He's a good actor too.
They're going after good. Yeah. He captures. I seen the leaked trailer, by the way. I watched leaked shit from Comic Con. I think everybody's seen that if you're in this video.
Yeah, I saw it.
Dude, he captures that shit perfectly.
Yeah.
And they got who's the girl that's playing Rey? She's mad cute, by the way, man. Like I seen her from the first show, I fell in love with her.
Yo, baby, you better be in the rest of the trailers.
You better be in the rest of the movies. You better be there. Colin Trevorrow, don't fuck this up in episode 9 and get rid of it.
I'm gonna call you Padme, alright?
But like, think of this, bro. Like in 2015, we got a new Star Wars movie that linked to the original movie. We're freaking getting King Kong versus Godzilla. 3 movies of those. The world is. My life is getting better. I can't ask for more. We're getting 2 Star Wars movies like every year, right?
Yeah, 2 Star Wars movies a year. Like 6 superhero movies a year.
My life couldn't be better, man.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good time for reviewing.
It's gonna be a good time for reviewing and giving you guys some good podcasts like we're having right now.
Alright, so what we'll do now is we'll move on to the second topic. Now, the Hulk has been confirmed to be joining the cast of Thor Ragnarok.
I have to say I'm very excited about this.
I am too. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. They have like the best chemistry.
They really do. I mean, I'm really excited to see where it goes. I'm
Yeah,
just thinking, how are they going to introduce it? Maybe
yeah,
like
but
I had a couple ideas. Maybe when the Hulk flies away, maybe
yeah,
somehow they hit a portal or something,
hmm
and they flash to another world, and Thor just happens to be there, like
yeah,
whooping on some asses and shit.
yeah,
And he gets him to calm down, and he chills out, and he
yeah,
takes him with him. I mean, that could be one
yeah.
way.
Like you know what I was thinking? Like, because I heard some people saying that this might be Hulk and Planet Thor and Planet Hulk movies like combined into one.
Yeah,
I was thinking like remember that animated movie a few years ago called Hulk vs. Thor?
yeah.
When he went to and Loki had separated the Hulk
Enchantress.
and Bruce Banner and shit. I
Yeah.
was thinking it could be something like that. That would kick ass.
Now that was my second idea. I thought maybe
Yeah.
that would be cool because they've also confirmed Enchantress. So we're getting Enchantress. We're getting Tom Hiddleston back as Loki.
Yeah, that's because it's so again. I was thinking like, what if you like separates Bruce Banner
Yeah, and
from the
Odin
Hulk?
goes into Odin's sleep, and
Yeah,
Sif and Thor
I think that's
stand
goes.
off.
Yeah,
Oh, that shit would be.
and it could be like it will make sense because we kind of got a glimpse of that in Age of Ultron when he went apeshit when Scarlet Witch was controlling him.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that happening. I think that would be
Yeah.
fucking awesome to see.
Now, let's see the fucking Hulk just wrecking shit in Asgard.
'Cause
That would
that's
be.
that's one of my favorite Marvel animated movies. Is
Me
Hulk
too.
versus Thor.
That,
That one and the Wolverine one.
I would pray if that happened. My life would be complete with bogus. Just talk about Star Wars, Godzilla vs King Kong, all these movies. If that was to happen, my life would be complete. I know what else my life. If Hugh Jackman said my last movie, we just made a deal with Marvel, and we're gonna do the Hulk versus Wolverine. My life would be complete. And he wears that sweet ass yellow costume that teased at the end of the Wolverine. My life would be complete, bro.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, but that's what I think. But Marvel, they always pulling out surprises. You think one thing, then they come up with another.
I mean, and here's what I thought too: is maybe Thor can be going to handle some business on another world, and maybe picking something up, and then he hears like cheering or something in the background.
Yeah,
And it goes to he walks out to this into the hallway and looks down and he sees the Hulk fighting off like 20 monsters in the Coliseum, and the fans are cheering, and he's like, I know him, like blah blah, just gets the Hulk and gets him.
That would be fun. And then that would be like a glimpse into the Planet Hulk movie, the standalone Hulk movie. But instead of using, what if they introduce Beta Ray Bill?
That's what I'm saying. Beta Ray Bill can get in there.
That would make complete sense because remember in the animated one and I think in the comic they fought, right?
Yep. But Beta Ray Bill would be a good one to bring in because he does do that in the storyline.
Yeah.
And he kind of rocks the Hulk for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he has Stormwatcher. He has his hammer, and he was a badass dude in that animated movie. He was such a badass.
He was. You know, it'd be cool too if they went the route of both Hulk is joining Tono, to see them interacting. What if the Hulk was talking like he did in the animated movie? That would be so.
Okay, now with the I was gonna bring this up too because I thought the same thing. Now in the 80s there was a long run of the Hulk where something happened, some ray hit him, I think it was.
Yeah.
And it changed the color of his skin. He went
to go Mr. Fix-It.
Yeah, Mr. Fix-It.
Yeah.
The Mr. Fix-It Hulk.
Yeah.
Now, what if that kind of shit happened? The Hulk comes back and he's fully capable in his Hulk form.
Yeah, that would be sick. Him and Thor are best buddies and shit.
Yeah, I mean, it would be crazy.
Because they have that chemistry. Even in the first Avengers, you could when Hulk punch him, you're like, they seem like buddies. Because this is some shit you would do with your buddy.
Yeah, just knock him out.
I can do that sometimes. You can go up to your friend, yo, what's up? Hit him a slap.
Yeah, what's up, bitch? Bam.
That would be so cool, man. But I'm glad that we're having a movie where Hulk is gonna be a part of besides the Avengers,
Yeah, I mean, And that's the thing. Marvel's actually gone on record and said that they think Hulk works. Well, actually, Josh Whedon said that they think Hulk works better as a team than he does independently.
Yeah.
Plus, Universal still has part of the rights to the Hulk.
Yeah.
So they can't make a standalone movie, but they can make it part of a movie.
Yeah.
So that's why they're going to do it with Thor Ragnarok. So, I mean, I love Thor, my favorite Marvel superhero. Now, I'm not going to lie, Thor number 2 was not the greatest movie. It had its flaws.
I like the first one better than the second one.
Me too. I mean, it had its flaws. It had good points and it had bad.
Yeah.
I mean, just like a lot of movies do. But it definitely wasn't the worst Marvel movie, but it wasn't the best.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So
it was kind of It was a little bit better than the first Captain America to me.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Everyone's got their own opinion on it, but it's just in number wise, it didn't do as well. I don't know why the hell they used Malekith the Accursed. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's the one thing. That's the one problem I have with for this movie. I hope because they're burning Hulk, they better have some badass villain for this shit. If they went the route of Hulk versus Thor, and they had Loki, being the real villain, separating Bruce Banner from the Hulk and shit, that would make sense.
That shit would be insane, but they are gonna go Thor Ragnarok, where they're gonna fight the Demon King Surtur.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited about that shit.
That would be so cool. Because recently, I bought a whole bunch of comics, right? I bought a comic grab bag off Amazon, so I got 15 comics, and I bought 25, so I have a whole stack. Start reading them. So starting to get into that type of stuff, and some of the characters look I got some Thor comics, and it's really cool. I would love to see that shit.
Yeah, that's actually I collect all the original Thor comics, the original series. I have at least a couple hundred of them, and I'm trying to collect the entire series. Because my son's name's Thor. Yeah. So I'm gonna give him the comics when he turns 18. He can have the entire Thor series. So that's something I'm working on. That would be so cool. And so I mean, but Thor's, like I said, is my favorite character. I've read every one of the Thor comics I have. And I have tons of new Thor. I have all the new ones for Secret Wars. I mean, Thor has been one of my favorite characters for a long time. Does he need the help in his movie? No, but yes.
No, because the way the power set that they have him in the movies, but from the comics, he was mad powerful. He could rival the Trying to Superman.
Yeah. I mean, I remember watching Thor walk up and rock Galactus.
For real, if they went the route of a Hulk versus Thor, right? I would like to see him get that. I would like to see them portray that strength of Thor, going head to head with the Hulk.
Yeah, I mean,
that shit would be so awesome.
You got the little block and shit he did in the Avengers, and where he's trying not to hurt him. But I want to see Hulk versus Thor full blast.
Yeah, I don't want to see, and especially in Infinity Wars, I don't want to see him fighting regular man with his hammer and shit. I want to see him trying to hit some blows at Thanos.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Now, speaking of Infinity War, I kind of touched on this in my last podcast, but I want to get your opinion on it too. So, it has been announced by Kevin Feige and others at Marvel that the team we currently have will be ending after Infinity War. Maybe not all the characters, but a good couple of them at least are going to be gone. Mm-hmm. Now, what are your thoughts on that? And who could you see going that really wouldn't affect the team? Besides Hawkeye. Besides Hawkeye, everyone says Hawkeye.
I mean, Quicksilver is already dead. That's a hard question, man. Who would I like to see go?
I'll help you out with one, because Chris Evans, after Infinity War, his contract's up.
Yeah, Captain America. Yeah, I would say Captain America and Black Widow.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can live without Black Widow. She's a cool character.
I would say Iron Man too, although everybody loves him, but
I mean, Tony.
I think he served his purpose,
Yeah, but I think Tony's going to have to stay a part of it for a little while longer. Yeah. Because, I mean, he obviously, it's Avengers Tower and all this other shit. And So I don't see him going anywhere. Cap definitely,
Yeah, Captain
because
America.
in the comics, Cap actually went at Civil War time.
Nice.
Cap gets shot by Agent 13,
Yeah.
and Bucky takes over his Cap after that point.
Yo, I would love to see that.
And we have already got Sebastian
yeah.
Stan still has like 6 movies on his contract.
I would love to see Sebastian Stan as Bucky take over for Cap because he's so bad. It's like I heard some people saying, like Falcon was going to take over. I don't want to see that.
I mean,
I love Anthony Mackie, but his character hasn't made a.
He hasn't made an impact enough yet.
Yeah, hasn't made a. Like he just showed up in the second movie. Bucky been around since the first movie. We kind of grew with him. And seeing his relationship with Captain America, so we feel that he's the closest one to him. So in that way, I would see him, But like, if they're like going the route, they're like updating Team Burn and some new people. Of course, I want to see Vision in there. See. I would like to see it lead to his romance with Scarlet Witch. That would be so cool.
That would be awesome. Now, here's a question. Because we know Vision has the Soul Stone in his forehead, after Thanos takes the stones, is Vision going to die?
I think
or is he just going to lose that humanity?
He's going to die for a little bit, but I think Tony's going to find some way to bring him back because they're going to need him.
Yeah. Do you think he's going to, maybe if he takes it out, he might lose that humanity kind of touch that he has where he cares about people and... I mean, gives a shit, because if you go take all that away, he'll be old school robot.
I mean, could be. We'll have to see where they go from there.
Yeah.
I believe he'll be like that for a little bit, but then he'll turn back to, getting back his feelings of humanity and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, who else would need to go? Well, he's technically not an Avenger, but I don't really think we need Nick Fury anymore. Although I love Samuel Jackson, loved him in Kingsman. I would love to see him in Kingsman as Nick Fury. That'd be funny. But who else? I would love to see them bring in Daredevil and Punisher, man. Those
I definitely want to see them tie the TV shows in more, like with physical appearances.
Yeah.
By the time Civil War hits, we will already have had Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. So let Luke Cage be in the fucking Civil War.
Bring him in, dude.
I mean, it's Luke Cage. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
It's freaking Power Man.
Power Man will rock half the damn Avengers on the damn team.
Yeah. And he was part of, isn't in the comics, he was part of a few Avengers. Wasn't he part of the Age of Ultron storyline?
Yeah, he was a part of the Avengers stories all over the place.
Yeah.
He did Heroes for Hire for a long time, but then he went S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, Avenger, and I mean, Power Man's been around for a long time. He's the street level Captain America.
Yeah, bring the dude in. If you want to, you want to show what the future is going to be like. Get them accustomed to these characters now. Start off the Punisher as a villain, but then burn him in as a total badass.
I mean, and that's what they're doing. It seems to me with the Punisher, they're really introducing his true intro to comics because he came in as a Spider-Man villain.
Wouldn't it be like so great for the first standalone Spider-Man movie in this new universe that the villain is going to be the Punisher? That would be so cool.
It would be cool. It would be different. I mean,
I would think, or at least do a scene or something like that. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I would like to see Spider-Man in all future Avengers movie.
Oh, definitely. He's going to be in Civil War. I want to see actually Spider-Man show up in Hell's Kitchen in Daredevil Season 2, or at least just as Peter Parker.
Yo, that would be so cool. I think they had an Easter egg to him where they had a Spider-Man picture in the office.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that show was so cool.
They had, did you ever see that fan-made teaser where the Avengers Tower is right there, and they're talking, and then Spider-Man swings up, and the guy...
Yo, for a while, I thought that shit was real, like, when it first came out. It was like, hey, you missed the spot.
I was like, dude, that's so dope. I was like, I'm so excited.
Then I found out it was fan-made. I was like, those are the same guys that made the fake Batman v Superman one, too. I was like,
Those guys got some talent. That's what I'm gonna say.
But it shows you like how dope it would be and what we want to see in the future, though. Like that dude who makes the fan-made trailers, Alex Luthor.
Mm-hmm.
Like he made did you see the Infinity Wars trailer he made?
Yeah.
That shit was like he used the clip from Age of Ultron, whatever. Remember when Scarlet messed with Tony's mind and showed like his greatest fears of everybody dying and shit. Then Thanos, he made him look menacing.
Yeah. All right, so guys, we are gonna pull this podcast to an end. We talked about Star Wars and the Hulk joining the Thor Ragnarok cast. It's been a lot of fun having Eric from War of the Games on here. Guys, definitely go over to Eric's channel, check him out, give him that like, subscribe, follow him, keep up with all the content he puts out. Eric puts a lot of great content out, and keep your eyes out for the next parody he does, because they're epic. But you got anything else to say to everyone, Eric?
Well, thank you for having me in here, bro. You know, this is definitely not the last time I'm going to be here. Got a future. I know future we did a few collaborations, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Check those videos out, you know. And what we talked about today, go in the comment section and state what you think, you know, about the Star Wars stuff, the Planet Hulk stuff, Thor, you know, whatever. I just want to, you know, just thankful for being here.
All right. Guys, we will see you next time for another Nerd Logic podcast right here on Nerds Memorized. I will see you guys later. Peace out. Hey guys, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, make sure you go click that big, sexy subscribe button. And I will see you guys next time right here on Nerds Memorized.